DCA adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Productive phone call.
I think so.
Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? Oh god, my screen's not full screen here. That's
Oh god!
throwing
Oh,
me
oh
up here.
jeez!
I'm like, oh god, it's not
crap.
full screen.
Oh,
You guys are seeing like no overclock settings. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
there was
no.
no
Epic
overclock
fail.
settings here.
Your secrets are out.
All right, there was no
fail.
overclocks.
This guy.
Your secrets are out, bro.
Can't
I
take
know.
him anywhere.
Secrets.
I was like more worried about trying to get food over here. So how's it going? This is our last FA Friday of the year.
It is.
Woo-wee. So what's next? Isn't it? Well, after Mining After Dark on Saturday. I mean, it's
We got the Patreon.
the New Year's.
We
It's
got the New Year's. We got the
Patreon
New Year's
episode.
Patreon. If anybody
Yeah.
wants to partake.
I don't think we've ever had both of those at the same time.
What?
No.
New Year's and Patreon at the same time.
I don't think so.
Occurring on the same
never
day.
lined up. It's never lined
Definitely
up
not on the
like,
same
on
day.
the same day.
Maybe
The stars are in
New
alignment.
Year's will cycle back around for us.
Maybe. It'd take quite a few years for that to happen. You know.
Yeah.
We'll be
What
here.
up? What up? What up? I see Jason Tiger Osborne.
Yeah.
Heck, man. Got Sarth. What's up, guys?
Oh yeah.
What's up? What's up?
And them munching down on some. What is that? Is that a milkshake?
It's a milkshake. It's a strawberry milkshake.
Hey,
I
milkshake
have
brings
some
all the boys to the
mushrooms.
yard.
I've got some mushrooms here.
Oh, did
Then
you
I've
put
got-
it in a milkshake?
You put the mushrooms in the milkshake?
Oh yeah. And then I've
Mushroom
got
shake?
an Italian booty. Nice beefy.
Yes.
Italian beefy with the au jus on there and some mozzarellas.
That part's great, but the mushroom part, man.
I love mushrooms, man.
Shrooms.
Gross.
Shrooms are
All
good,
about
man.
the shroomage.
What's wrong with you?
A lot.
You probably like onions, though, don't you?
Oh, I love
I do.
onions. I
Ugh.
love onions. Onions are
Disgusting.
delicious.
They're gross.
It depends on what they're on.
So nasty.
I'll eat it raw, just like an
Oh.
apple. I'm just kidding. That's
Not a
disgusting.
fan of onions at all.
That's
My
too
my
far.
favorite is the onion blossoms from like Applebee's.
Oh, those are nice. Yeah, I like those.
Crapplebee's.
Haven't had one
Any
this
onion
forever, though.
lover would love that.
Have not had
They
one of
work,
those in forever.
Mikkel, just to let you know, the onion blossoms work in an air fryer.
I was actually reading a recipe about that.
Just make sure you.
yeah.
The wife
on the
made it,
air
and it was
fryer.
delicious. It was fire, bro, fire.
Don't be
Was it
Really?
breaded and everything
That's
too?
what-
Oh, yeah.
You gonna die.
Hmm.
Nice.
Interesting. Like in the air fryer?
Yeah,
It
anything
always like
fried is awesome in an air fryer.
it always like gets me because sometimes like some of the things that like you make in an air fryer, I don't know. Either I like just mess it up or it just doesn't work right. So
I think you're
Uh,
doing it wrong.
You're missing
It's
the
probably-
like
you're
you're
missing
doing
the oils in there. You're actually tasting what it tastes like when you fry it, and you're like, oh. Without the seed oils, this is gross.
well, I mean,
Without the
I
highly
don't know.
inflammatory seed oils that everyone loves. Oh fuck yeah, canola, vegetable. I mean soy.
I don't know. Let's try in the air fryer. I'll make the wife try it. Do it better for me.
Deep fried. You guys ever had any deep fried
Have
Oreo?
her, have her talk
Deep
to the
fried
wife.
Oreos? No, I have not, but I want to.
Yes.
Ever since I heard of them, I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be so amazing.
They are.
They are.
I had a deep fried Twinkie once and a deep fried ice cream, but I have not had the deep fried Oreo
Snicker
yet.
bar.
Mm.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
I've
wouldn't.
been working
I
all
wouldn't
day and
expect
I have
California
not
to have
eaten,
that.
so this is my first meal of the day.
Well,
What?
you only find them in like the fairs, the county
Oh,
fairs,
you
or
gotta eat, bro.
something.
You gotta make it yourself.
And that's true too.
So what happened? You too busy today?
Not really. I just didn't want to go anywhere and like miss out on the opportunity of making money.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. You gotta be there.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be there to snipe them tickets. She's like, nah, this is mine, bro.
Mm-hmm. Not. Oh, he's not here. He's on lunch. Oh, give it to him. Damn it.
Yes, that's how you lose out on the
Dang it.
you know. So that's a truth bomb for sure if you ever work in the automotive industry.
Oh yeah. But I have 2 brake jobs waiting for me first thing in the morning. I should hopefully have parts there first thing in the morning. Life will be good.
You'll boil up the gravy early.
What? About gravy?
The wife got me this for Christmas, Chris. You'd enjoy this.
Uh-oh. What you got?
It's
It's a coffee mug that says 135.
Oh, it's got a
Self-heating.
temperature on there?
yeah, it
Warm,
stays
yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
It stays hot.
So it
At 100
plugs in and keeps it hot, huh?
It'll stay like this for like 5 hours.
Yeah, at
Or I
least.
can like leave it on the base and it'll stay like hot like forever.
Yeah. So the base, it keeps it charged, keeps it hot.
Yeah.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
kind of like the one that I got my
I can-
dad. I got my dad a travel mug when he was trucking, and it would plug in, and it would keep his coffee hot.
I'm gonna turn my camera off as I gorge on this. Sorry guys.
No.
Not
Leave
sorry
it
at
on.
all.
Leave it on.
Oh,
You want to
Man.
watch me gorge?
Yes.
that looks really good.
Man,
Oh yeah, it is. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
This
really
is
good.
goodness.
But yeah,
This
it's
is
got like
going to be an
3 different settings on it. So
it's going to be an
pretty legit.
ASMR channel today.
Yeah.
We're just going to listen to.
Crunching
If you turn your camera
Brian
off, you
chewing.
have to leave your microphone on.
yeah, we're gonna
You
leave
gotta
that.
move it like
Gotta have
closer.
the crunching.
So you can at least so you can listen to it. Just said.
Oh,
We want to
so
hear the
good.
cheese stretch.
CD, what's up?
Hear the cheese stretch. That'd be interesting.
It's kind of like
Dragging
saying,
the stretching
like to
cheese
hear the
across the
grass grow.
microphone.
Oh yeah. You gotta get some kind of plastic
We got
thing.
this strange boost in followers last night out of nowhere.
Now that's it. Now that's
What
if we all
happened?
start showing our bare feet on camera.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it could be.
I mean,
Man,
we
I
don't even
made
have to be on
a-
OnlyFans for this. What?
Bro, I made a full YouTube short the other day, and like I had it, and
Feet
I was
involved?
done with the whole thing, and then I got to the very end of it, and like I was like ready to post it, and I was rewatching it, and I saw it, and I was like, "Fuck!" And like I pan in, and like I'm like barefoot, like bare feet, like mid shot, most important shot, and I was like, "Oh nope, never posting that. It's fine."
Yeah.
It's fine.
Gotta go in the trash drawer.
I was like, "I'll stay
Put
private."
that on some B-roll.
No, you just have use an AI filler. Like Photoshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool clown
AI
shoes.
Photoshop some shoes on it.
Yeah, some clown shoes or
What's
something.
up, Wheeling Crypto?
Yo.
Yo.
Hey,
Yeah,
my kid.
that ruined it.
Yo.
Really?
What's up with the new helium hotspot junk?
What?
Bro,
Helium hotspots
I
coming
don't know. I
back?
mean, it's like it's for 5G stuff. Yeah.
So
But I'm kind of waiting. Everybody wants me to do it. Like I've had like multiple people tell me to do it.
just do it. I mean, if it's early, man.
bro, I've spent so
helium-
much money on helium hotspots before, and I didn't even get some of them. And like, like
You didn't get them?
the wound still hurts.
Well, if
Um,
you do buy some, man, buy 2. Because you can mine with one, and then when they go like if they go
People are already selling them for more on eBay. Like if you
yeah.
if you
Just
like
wait till
go
they
buy
run out
it,
of stock. If they have any kinks in the supply chain, that
they did for a
Oh,
couple
wow.
days.
Skyrocket
You couldn't
on
buy anything on their website for a couple days, and now you can buy them
And then
again.
you sold them for 3 times the price.
yeah, well, in this economy, man, they're gonna run out of juice eventually.
Yeah, I think the
Supply
like
fucking
the outdoor hotspot is like $4.99, like $500, right, from Helium.
ouch.
But if you go on to eBay, they are like $1,500 to $2,000.
Yeah.
Because you can't buy them on their website, like they're sold out.
Yeah.
And they've
Yeah.
been sold out for a little bit.
Yeah, man.
So I don't know.
It's-
Yeah, I
That's a pretty
actually have an
thing.
Osprey that it was unplugged by a child.
Uh-oh.
Those win. But yeah, it brought me to move it, and I was like, you know what? I had a 10 dBi antenna, and I've just plugged it in, and that thing is like churning and burning like crazy. It's actually pretty wild.
You got the big dongle antenna.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's on the back end of like the well house. It's just like going
Yeah.
way up in the eye. It's like
We
super
got-
tall.
I
I was like,
unplugged all of my helium miners.
I
We're just
unplugged all of
wasting
my
electricity.
I unplugged all of my Emmerich ones. Because they are I don't know what they're doing, man. They
No-
weren't
no
paying out
contact.
either.
No contact whatsoever.
No, yeah, none.
Oh
Like, they weren't
shit.
even paying out any of the IoT tokens that we should have gotten, I guess.
Tech Man's 2 subwoofers up. All right. Way to go.
What? 2 subwoofers.
Yeah, and his he went like some of these consignment places like sell-offs for like office furniture. They'll just like throw a bunch of shit on a pallet and sell the pallet for like $20 or whatever,
Nice.
But oh man, he got some gems for pretty cheap.
Before we get too far off of the helium thing, maybe I can see it.
It says 9:20
Screen's
minutes
off.
screenshot off.
It's
Yeah.
not
At first,
9:20.
it's like it's a Bitcoin.
Bitcoin train.
It's 10:20, dude.
But yeah,
Why's your
I don't
phone
know if you see
on?
the top corner. It says helium up in the top corner. That's my
Yeah.
carrier for
No,
this phone.
it was too fuzzy.
Oh yeah.
Like I've got the legit phone plan for this phone. So it's
Only
like
work
$20
on those
a month.
5G things that you got.
No, like this is like an actual. It was an eSIM for this phone. So like I
Yeah.
have $20 unlimited talk, text, data everywhere I go. I'm mainly using it for a hotspot when I'm out on like the road and stuff because
No, I was like,
I
man,
don't want it.
it's broken.
20 bucks is yeah, oh yeah. I so like we ended up buying our oldest a new phone, right,
Yeah.
for Christmas. And
Oh.
the day that we bought the new phone, she had her hands full of stuff and it like came out of her pocket like it was a freak accident. It like dropped and shattered. Like she had no clue, and we were like,
Well,
crap. Well,
that's okay.
that sucks. I was like, well, at least
Merry
she has a new
Christmas
one
early.
already. Yeah, so it was whatever anyway. So I actually was just gonna use a hotspot, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of cool. Well, if you enable mapping, which I did on
Yeah.
the phone, I've earned like $14 in mapping already just by like having it on and
That's where the
having the phone with me. And the plan costs $20 a month. So
modification
by
tokens.
tomorrow or the next day, I'll have next month's bill already paid for,
Yeah,
and I can prepay it. So I can like pay for next month's bill and like already be done and paid for, and just earn the rest of the tokens for the rest of the month.
very nice.
Nice.
So it's like anywhere from $6 to like $8 a day, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's a good investment. Not bad.
And I get to use it as a hotspot like while I'm gone.
Those regular hotspots are what, $250, I think.
Mm-hmm.
If you can.
Like we already had the phone, so like I had to pay more for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got a phone too.
But yeah, as long as you can take an eSIM. If it takes a regular SIM, you can like you can just tell them, and like they can mail you a SIM card.
Or the MEMI number, you can get
Yeah,
it. to 'em.
yeah. I had to like go through the whole thing with like AT&T, which was a process, but it was like fairly simple. It was just a lot of steps. Yeah,
Did anybody see
way too
that
much.
bullshit
And
about
it's not. Don't fucking call them. Like do it online, because you call them and they're gonna tell you to do it online. Like they don't do nothing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Nothing.
Our job isn't to
Rumors
actually
about
fix the
T-Mobile.
issue; it's to tell you to go to the website and do it there.
So
Did you hear the rumor about T-Mobile? I don't know if it's true or not.
I saw it, man. I saw it.
They want
Helium actually
which rumor?
uses T-Mobile.
for,
That's what
for
their backup.
content on your private text messages. I'm like, what?
You're
Mhm.
giving up all your data to somebody else.
Weird. I mean, like
They're
Yeah.
just asking for a data breach.
they're just asking for a fucking lawsuit.
Except that you can't sue them because it's in the contract, in the fine print. You signed the agreement.
Yeah, well,
You clicked the button.
I didn't click the button yet. The button supposedly is not supposed to come till what, January 1st?
Mhm.
Nothing's gonna happen about it.
Third party
You don't think
filtering.
so?
Yeah.
I just don't. I just think they're fear mongering people again. I don't know. I was like, there's no way you're gonna charge somebody like $3,000 because you don't like their text messages. Like that it baffles my mind that this is even like a subject matter.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like contact me saying like third party filtering, but that will like only save you like inside your house, maybe, not outside your house.
They're saying they want to be able to charge anybody pushing anything through their network that they don't.
Mhm. But they don't like deem appropriate.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Well, some of the, if you read the fine print, that could be somebody smoking a cigarette.
It
Or
can be
you
like
showing
a,
off
it
your
can be a
brand new
crypto
pew
app
pew.
or a crypto wallet. You know what I mean? Like
You'll
Using
find
your
is
wallet.
you'll find alternatives popping up right afterwards. First person that gets fined.
oh, for sure.
Well,
You'll
it doesn't
see an
matter.
alternative fucking cypherpunk cell phone company pop up out of nowhere.
Well, my whole thing is if they let this roll through and people don't say anything about it, like what's gonna happen? Like all the rest of them gonna do some bullshit like this? Is this how they're
If
gonna
they
get
think
their
if they
social
think they
credit
can get
score?
away with it, yeah, why not?
This is how they're gonna get the social credit score, man.
It's how they do it.
As far as I understood, that news broke a while ago, and they retracted that.
I don't know, man. Like, why? I mean, retract it for what? Like, why was it even out there? That's my whole point. Like, this is like ridiculous.
Probably for compliance in other countries, like Germany has the they have Germany's a surveillance state, so it depends on what country they're going into.
Germany, Great Britain. What?
Mhm.
Where else is it a surveillance state?
No more eggplants
Canada.
inside your text messages.
No more eggplants. Yeah, you can be taken in the wrong context.
I was talking about a salad.
Yeah. What was the acronym? SHAFT. It was like 6, 8, alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. I'm like, this is terrible. Like, what are people gonna text about anymore?
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, you don't get to say what I can and can't say in my own private text messages.
Well, not on their network anymore.
It's an infringement on the First Amendment.
They want to.
Private companies are not bound by First Amendment rights because it's a private company on a private platform. You are signing up.
You could
utilize
have
for it.
decided to go with some other provider.
That's right. And
It's the same thing that Facebook said a long time ago. You don't have to be on our platform.
That's why you don't have any privacy on Facebook. Even your private messages are
And that's why I
100%
said.
stored.
That's why I said they're not going to do a damn thing about it.
Their messenger is encrypted, but not from them. Just from everyone else.
That's why Facebook bought WhatsApp. They bought Instagram.
They were trying to get more user base because they're dying. Facebook is for old people.
Well, what's Friendster for then?
People still use that?
MySpace is still up, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
But the people still, they only
It's
reason why
still
reason why they only like buy those other companies is to collect more data in a different way. Like,
Yep.
because companies bring in different ways, like
But
different
yeah.
data. So
my
feeds the
MySpace,
parent
however,
company.
went back to their original, way of doing things. Like it was originally designed as a place for music artists. Now it's gone back to that.
Well,
I just learned the other day that
monetized their
freaking
data.
YouTube used to be a dating app. Like I just learned that the other day. That
What, YouTube?
Yep.
yeah, it's like original intent was a dating app.
No way.
Here we are live streaming about crypto on what was intended to be a dating app.
Oh, hey guys.
Well, that's also kind of like saying OnlyFans wasn't originally intended to be an adult-only website.
It wasn't, but here we are.
Yep.
Tell everyone else that.
It wasn't, but here we are.
You can too.
It is what it is. Innovation will change how things are done.
Change.
Every time.
Change.
Change everything.
Change.
Burn it all down.
I agree.
Burn the house down.
Burn the whole thing down.
Yeah. Is there a reset button on this? Can we just start over again?
Get a redo.
I was thinking like everyone deserves a redo at this point. So let's make
Go
it
back to YouTube 1.0.
Yeah. Go back to 1776. What are you talking about?
Hey, I don't want to go back that far. I wasn't born yet. Too far.
I wasn't.
Oh, we
too
time
far.
travel back there,
Yeah, that's right.
and we were like,
Okay.
guys,
Yeah,
you have to
metaphor.
clearly, pretend you're writing this for a 2-year-old. The First Amendment and the Second Amendment. Like you're explaining it to a 2-year-old.
Yeah, this
Don't
flowery language shit,
Fuck
that don't fly.
this up.
Right? You get one chance to not destroy the future.
I'm not gonna lie, you fucked up before.
This happened.
That's why we're here.
Like you had a good start, good intentions.
It was a good. It was a good run.
I'm gonna give you a C minus. But they fucked it all up. They took everything away. Take
It's
2.
great.
Well,
Till it wasn't.
then the founders would be like, well, you're time traveling. Why didn't you guys actually do what we intended? Root out the tyranny like you were supposed to.
Yeah.
It takes more than just a couple of us. And
Dude,
do you not know what a nerd is?
Don't
a
wake
nerd is
don't
like
wake up
Benjamin
this
Franklin.
night,
But without the guns.
Go ahead and unite this whole country again together. That would be the last thing you do.
Now, the next plan to unite the whole country together would be to unite the country against a common enemy, kind of like 9/11, only on a much bigger scale. They're going to say alien invasion.
No.
Alien invasion.
No, I'm just waiting for the next scamdemic to come out.
Pan scam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Scam pan. Scam pandemic. God damn. Scam pandemic. God damn.
Scam pandemics.
A scam.
They'll get you, man. You gotta watch out for them.
Right. It'll be
They'll creep
rated.
up behind you.
You know it's gonna get released just in time for the elections.
Then you'll have martial law, and then wait, we can't have an election.
You don't want any of
No,
that.
you'll have an election from everybody's basement. So, Biden wins, all right?
She's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? We haven't we got a delivery of ballots coming in at 3:30 in the morning. So you gotta count those too.
Yes. 100%. 100%.
Yes. Here.
People. Always trying to cheat. Cheaters. God dang cheaters.
Yes, dang cheaters.
I mean, that's one good thing we have about the blockchain, you know. Weed out all them cheaters.
And that's why they don't want it.
Oh, of course. Makes them accountable. People don't like being
No, they don't want blockchain because it makes war unaffordable.
Oh yeah.
They don't care about being honest or not.
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
knows they're dishonest, so
Yeah,
why
yeah.
hide it at this point?
Yeah, it's you know.
They
like
just
beat-
want current fiat allows them to have endless wars. That's why they want the CBDC, because then they can unlimitedly print digital tokens.
Well, I thought, you know, once we came in there, you know, took them down to the Stone Age and then put a central bank in there. Like, I thought we would just move on to the next. Aren't we almost done with the whole world at this point?
No, we're not all under communism. You see, central banks was just the first building block of communism. You had to have central banking,
Central
and then
money.
you have to have centralized communities and central planning.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep hearing about
Then you also have to have a ton of social programs. You know, like public transportation, public health. You have state-run health insurance, state-run hospitals.
terrible.
Mm.
They'd be like,
All of it's free, guys. It's free.
free.
It's free.
Free,
You
but
live
you
in
know
your
that-
15-minute city in your pod, and you'll eat the bugs, and you'll like it.
That's right. That's right.
You'll own nothing and like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need a ride, you have to order a Tesla because we don't have any cars either.
Well, in a 15-minute city, you don't need a car.
Well, what if you get to go to your doctor on the other side of town?
It's not your doctor. Your doctor's
Just
in your
speaking
15-minute
of
city.
Teslas, did
No,
anybody else
My
watch
doctor,
the
man.
that movie on Netflix about
Oh,
what
all
was
the
it,
Teslas crashed and blocked the roads.
yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty wicked, man. I didn't even think about that. I was like, that's
Ugh.
as fuck.
it was pretty wild. I was like,
I was like, that's
dang,
hard as shit right there.
Well,
I mean,
well,
Hold on. What was it? I just
Locked-
missed that. I just missed
locked
it.
the whole city down.
so basically on that movie, the long story short, they don't really go into it at all because I guess they don't want to freak people out. But just to say I'm a hacker, right? You know, la-di-da-da-da. And I go to hack a bunch of Teslas. And I program all the Teslas in the area to crash into each other on the highway at a certain exit.
Right.
So what happens to that whole area then? Where are you going to go? What you going to do? There's a pile of fucking Teslas.
You ain't going anywhere.
Nope.
or
All
you
the
just
major
program
bridges.
all
And
the
how
Teslas.
how easy that is to accomplish
Or
is
you-
mind-blowing.
Yeah,
It's
or
very
you
simple.
you hack them and you tell them as they're driving to head-on collision anybody that's not driving a Tesla.
Yeah. Just hack Tesla and be like, hack in there and be like,
Mhm.
all Teslas right now, full throttle, go.
Pretty wild. It was a wild movie to watch.
Yeah, totally doable.
I mean, he said it in interviews before. Like, Elon can go into the system and literally turn off an entire country's worth of Teslas at the push of a button.
And they were
Done.
it wasn't
No
but like
Tesla.
literally a week later that there was actually they did that whole recall for all those Teslas. It was like a week after that movie was released. Like a week later they recalled like all of those Teslas. But they didn't have
For-
to like
it's
go
for
but they didn't
their-
have to go in.
Well,
They
the funny,
literally were just able to like
the funny thing about
firmware update them from home.
the movie,
I
though,
was like,
they
dang,
had
that's
a dealer
so
sticker,
bad.
so it looked like they came from a new car lot.
Oh, they all were. They were all brand new cars.
Yeah,
They were all brand new off the lot. Just
I don't know. I've seen a couple videos.
drove off the lot, and
You got a decent
it was wild, man. It was wild. Movie.
laptop
I
in a
watched it.
parking lot. You can make Teslas do a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, I saw a short video.
You can do a lot with the Flipper Zero with the Tesla.
Oh,
Yeah, but you also got to remember like how many let's take for account all electric cars, right? There's so little of them truly on the market that like even if somebody were to hack it and be like, okay, we need everybody to all the Teslas to converge over to this area and block off these exits so that it's gonna and you'd be able to do crime or whatever it is that the hacker's trying to do, right? Whatever it is. There's just I don't know if there's enough.
The hackers were doing nothing.
Maybe we're out.
I don't think there's enough of them in any one given area.
Where I live, there's plenty.
You might see a little bit more denser areas of them, but still, there's still not a lot of them.
As far as the ratio to regular cars, you're right, but there's plenty of them enough to block off a couple,
here and there, yeah, in your
major entry points.
Yeah,
your major
kind of like the police blockade, only made it out of Teslas.
Right, in your major metropolitan areas, sure. Where you got a lot of virtue signaling of people trying to go, look how smug I am with my
I got to smell my own farts.
Right?
Fuck yeah.
If anybody knows that South Park reference, drop an FA in the chat.
Yeah, it was a wild movie.
But I mean, that's some shit like people shouldn't be even putting out there. Like, some young hacker is thinking about this now. He's like, you can hack Teslas. I'm like, oh sweet,
Well, everybody forgets. Everybody forgets one thing though with Tesla, that their main server got hacked years ago, and yes, they were mining Monero and didn't even know it for months.
The whole Tesla network.
Yeah,
nice.
The whole Tesla network was mining.
Get those cars by Monero.
Not Teslas, but the last time I made the trip to the farm, I picked up this rental car, right? Well, it was from like an auto place. They had like a few of them that they rent out on Turo or whatever. And go in there and talk with them. They had just gotten a Trackhawk, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And he goes, oh yeah, it needs everything put back into it. And he goes, like everything, like again? And he goes, yeah, like everything again. And I was like, what? I was just kind of like overhearing, and he goes, yeah. He goes, we're gonna need a new engine, new transmission, new interior, new everything. And I was like, what the fuck, did that shit get stolen? And he goes, I was like, did it get stolen? And he goes, yeah. He goes, it's a keyless entry and keyless start. He goes, so they just take this machine. He goes, they walk up to the car. He said literally a Flipper Zero could do it, but goes over to the car. They have a machine that unlocks the car and starts the car at the same time, and they drive the car away. And it's all of like the newer like remoteless start cars. They're able just to take them and take all the engines, or strip them completely clean, and then sell all the parts later. And yeah, wild,
crazy, man.
Wild. I was like, noted, never buying anything remoteless start.
I mean,
I know you get yourself like myself. I'm driving around in a '74 Chevelle.
Remoteless entry.
Somebody's gonna be like, they're gonna look at the key and they're gonna be like, "What's that? How do you start this?
Why do you have two keys? One for your door and one for your ignition."
Right.
And the third key unlocks the glove box in the trunk.
That's right.
Yep. That's the way it was done, and that's the way it should stay.
No, my Chevelle, the door lock key is also the glove compartment key.
I mean, you think this can't happen, and you're like, oh, they'll never do that. But yeah, they will, and yeah, they can, because it's all on the internet. And that's what happens when you put shit on the internet.
Yep.
Hey, just
this is not me teaching you how to break in. This is showing you how people are already breaking in.
Right. Yep. It's like it's in the internet that, you get a first gen Dodge Viper. You can walk up to it with an aluminum baseball bat, smack the driver's side tail light as hard as you can, and you'll hear the doors unlock.
Nice.
And the alarm is off, and it just takes a screwdriver and a hammer to start it.
Yeah, jam it in there and twist.
Yup.
The good old days. Yeah.
Dang.
Not these cheapo.
You can be driving away in a nice Viper in like 30 seconds.
Not that
That's
we're
wild.
condoning anything like that.
Right.
Not at all.
And
I mean,
the first
that's-
gen Vipers are kind of getting hard to find these days.
Well, that's just like the what was
'Cause
it?
those are on the 25 year. They're antiques now.
The 92 to 95 Camrys. Like I think they made 5 total keys for all of them for all
God.
all of
You
them.
want to know what's funny? That you say
Chances
that.
are you have a 1 in 5 chance if you have a Camry key, it'll start another.
So here's a funny one. Working at Pep Boys, right? So one of the technicians gets given a Toyota Camry. It was like a 95 Toyota Camry. Tan. I remember this. I was working this day. And so the technician, he pulls the car in to do an alignment. Got it up on the alignment machine. I don't know, maybe about 30 minutes later, a sheriff comes strolling on it. He's like, hey, that car over there. He's like, sure you got the right car over there? And we looked at the officer. We're like, what are you talking about? So we look at it and we realize it's got the wrong license plate. Same color car, same year. We go out into the parking lot with the officer with the key that we pulled out of the ignition of this Toyota Camry, and we go to start up the other one. And
That's how
the
it's done.
officer is like, looks at us and he's like, I can honestly say, I can see why you would make that mistake.
He's like, I don't know, man. It started.
Right? He's like, the key started both
Yeah.
cars. What are the odds of having the 1 in 5 keys?
1 in 5, yeah.
And the two cars are the same color, same year, sitting 4 parking spots from each other.
I mean, that's why Camry was the most stolen car in America for a long fucking
Oh
time.
my God, yeah. And it's like, and then you think about it, you're like, okay, how many of them were actually stolen? Or did people just get in the wrong car?
Yeah, it's they
Because who's
dead
going to look at the
quick.
license plate, really?
oh my bad. Yeah, right. No,
I mean, it's like sitting there and having crypto people actually verify their payment in blockchain or
I
do
know,
their
right?
own research.
if you're gonna verify that digit
Come
code,
on, we got the same people in crypto as they're driving.
we're just lazy. That's why. The
Miguel
digital
over there,
age
he's
made
trying to
everybody
not
fucking
laugh at that
fat
one.
and
He's
lazy.
like, God, that one, that analogy's like, damn.
So
Yeah.
true.
We're all fat.
Yeah,
and
it is.
So sad. That's so
lazy.
true.
Like I gotta get up, man, out of my chair and everything.
Nem's end of the year truth bombs.
Yeah, we ain't holding back, baby.
I'm also over here reading, I guess, Sam, Mr. SBF himself, donated $100 million to the stolen customer funds to U.S. politicians. Today, the U.S. government announced they're dropping 6 charges against SBF and will not be pursuing him for political campaign finance violations.
Oh, imagine that. You just have to grease palms.
Imagine that.
Right,
You
because
in trouble for
in
greasing
order
palms?
for them to convict him over
Imagine
that, that means there has
They
to
would
be an
have to admit-
investigation
they would have
where
to
the
be
money
admit-
went, and then they've got to do an investigation of how much money actually fucking got given to them, because SBF was the second largest donor next to George Soros himself.
Yep.
That's a big boy. He's a big player. He got all the dough. All the dough.
You're talking, over $1 trillion got given to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, man.
You got to remember
Well,
that the exchange was worth, not trillion. It was worth like $7 billion, something like that. And overnight, gone. So, you're talking a couple of $1 billion that went to the went to campaign funds to the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
If it gets investigated, then the money's got to be given back.
You know what's
Guess
funny?
who's not going to get fucking charged with anything?
So I was reading a stat the other day, like all the cash we've given to the UK rain. that it'd be like what $4,800 every American. That's how much we paid into this shit already.
Yep.
Mm.
And guess what, guys? Every tax-paying person now owes over $250,000 to be able to pay off the debt in 1 year. Everybody, every working tax person. Birth is almost $100,000 right now. It's almost $100,000.
Yeah, you're at birth debt.
Yeah, you're at birth debt. Or non-tax paying people. We'll do that. Let's see here. Oh my
Almost
God!
sounds like a reason to go have your kids at a cabin somewhere, not at the hospital.
Before COVID, it was like right around $92,000 per citizen, right?
Yeah.
This is pre-COVID. Right now, per citizen, $101,000 is what each citizen owes. Each taxpayer is just it's $50 away. I'm just gonna round it up since it's $50 away. It's $260,000 every taxpayer would have to pay to make the debt go away in 1 year.
Ugh. Gross.
They're averaging, pulling in off of you. They're stealing from you. Let's just call it what it is.
Oh yeah,
they're stealing on average. They're stealing $13,146 per year from you, on average.
That's it. Well, that's just
on average.
That's it.
That's pocket change. That's why nobody cares.
So
that's why they're getting away with it.
So they're pulling in $4 trillion, but they're spending 10.
Yeah, that sounds like a sustainable environment.
Since Biden has taken office, he's put on the books over $4 trillion worth of debt.
That's such a sustainable, business model. I can speak from experience. I didn't even have that kind of a scale. It was like half that scale.
We are.
Time out. Let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
DogeLord.com, over 4 years, put $35,000 into that business, and it made $15,000. Where's DogeLord.com now?
No está aquí.
It's
Exactamundo. But it's okay for the government to do that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It'll just keep rolling.
And don't worry, people. Just so that you feel nice and warm and fuzzy inside, you can go to bed feeling great that Americans aren't being taken care of in any way, shape, or form, especially our veterans that are sleeping homeless on the street, because our immigrants that are coming illegally across the border are making $3,000 a month to do nothing.
Dude, I heard
that they're taking it from the VA benefits.
Someone was listening to a Spanish channel in California, and they were telling these people, hey, if you made it across the border once, you need to make it back into Mexico and then come back again. So you change your name and you could get another per diem. And people are doing this over and over and over again now.
Yep.
If you get 3 per diems, that's like you making like $8,000 a month.
Yeah.
$8,000 a month.
No, 9. You're making $3,000.
They're not verifying jack shit. You can tell your name is Consuela Hernandez, and then come back through another time and be like, my name's John Smith, and like just keep stacking them up.
All right.
They gave you a cell phone, credit card. Here you go, per diem, load it up just for you. Like, what planet are we living on right now? Like, this is ridiculous. But I don't run the country. I'm just a bystander over here.
Yep.
I'm just trying to survive inflation. Ridiculous, sirs and ma'ams. Ridiculous.
Happy New Year, guys. It's only going to get better.
Right? This is why we buy Bitcoin. We hodl that shit.
That's right. I mean, when they turn off the lights on the fiat dollars, man, that's what's going to happen.
Well, they're not going to turn the lights off on the fiat dollars. They're just going to turn it into digital tokens, and then they'll have carbon credits.
Well, I think they're gonna have a buyout though. They're gonna want you to adopt this CBDC so effing bad that they're gonna say like, oh well, if you have cash, we'll give you 2 for 1.
Yep.
And everyone's gonna go cash it in.
But you got to think of it this way: how often do you see a 21 to 25-year-old actually pulling cash out and not tapping with their phone?
Never. As far as they know, like if you have cash, they're like, wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, cashless is the new normal.
So
they've been programmed.
We're kind of behind the times with a lot of stuff. See, China, because of the way that they were propelling themselves so quickly forward with technology, that they skipped over the credit card era that we got trapped into.
I don't think it was a trap. I think it was on purpose.
No, it was to trap us. We were trapped. So we got trapped by big tech creating and monetizing debt.
I mean, that's what system we live in.
And you went from being a person that worked because they how can I put it? They worked to live, and then they indebted you so badly that you were enslaved. You had to work. So now your bargaining chip got taken away from you to be able to go, hey, I need a pay raise. And they'll be like, oh, we'll just find somebody else that's in more debt that really needs to work.
Dude, there's so many people like coming out into the job force now that are working for literal pennies, and it's killing the rest of the market because
oh yeah. Well, this is all the illegal migrants. They're flooding it with cheap labor because our labor is going skyrocketing right now. But the problem that they're gonna introduce here is they're gonna drive the income wage going down to the point where it's not sustainable by anyone. They're going to lower the quality of life, and when you lower the quality of life, you're going to lower the life expectancy. So they're thinking that because the Democrats are already sterilizing themselves and not reproducing. Conservatives, on the other hand, are reproducing at a 5-to-1 on Democrats. So eventually,
that's because they're not fucked up in the head, chopping their balls off.
So eventually, this country will eventually start flipping over to being conservative.
Or out there, being all willy nilly.
Let's look at it this way: in the last 2 years, the Amish population has doubled,
and the government hates that.
Oh my God, yeah, they do. Holy crap!
We don't like it when they're not, when we can't control them. We don't want them. That's why it's now illegal to have more than 9 months worth of food.
So I want to see all
the
yeah, Parker. We were actually just talking about that movie. Earlier.
My goal for 2024 is going to be buying at least 10 acres in the middle of God's country. Where my nearest neighbor is maybe, 100 acres away.
2 clicks. 2 clicks of that away.
Yep.
You can tell.
I want to be able to shoot a sniper rifle on my own property just to target practice with a tin can, and you can't hear it.
Right.
Or hear it, huh?
Even if you do hear it, it might drive you to want to come over to shoot with me, and I'm okay with that.
or to keep you away,
right? Or you're gonna be like, that guy has a lot of freedom over there.
That guy's got guns.
That's too much freedom.
That's a lot of freedom.
Hey, you shut your mouth. It's never too much freedom.
He's got those.
That was from the perspective of the idiots out there.
He's got those scary 15 freedoms.
How many freedoms do you get? 15? That's not too bad.
No, the 15 freedom. You know, the one that everybody is afraid of. You know.
Yeah.
The one that they think stands for assault rifle, even though it has nothing. The AR does not mean assault rifle in any way,
No, it
shape,
does
See,
or
when you
form.
said 15 freedom, I'm like, what magazine only has 15 rounds for a rifle?
No.
I'm thinking,
It's the
I'm thinking
AR-15.
30.
It's the one
30
that everybody's
freedom.
afraid of, you know, because every Democrat does a mass shooting with them.
I got 30 rounds of freedom right here.
Hey, Nam, you can't put that statistic out there. That's fake news, bro.
I know.
It's fake news.
I know.
You're gonna get this
YouTube.
YouTube shut off.
It's not
for shit
YouTube
like that.
approved, you know.
It's not
Yeah,
anything
most gun
approved.
crimes don't happen with an AR simply for the fact that they're difficult as fuck to hide in your pants pocket.
I know the number one. Hey, man, the way
That's what it is,
I've been
right?
trying to explain it to people today, it's assault rifles. Tomorrow, it's assault handguns, and then assault knives.
Yeah,
And
and then
Don't forget the assault revolvers. They're gonna go after
the
them
assault
too.
rocks are the best, man.
Oh yeah, assault rocks.
Assault rocks.
Yep.
Hey,
Assault
Kane was the
crack
first one to use an assault rock.
Well,
and then you'll have
big enough
the
crack
Killed his
took
own
your-
brother.
and then you
Break
have
over
the you
your head.
took your hands out of your pocket.
Uh-oh.
Big no. You're outside. You have to have your hands in your pocket at all times.
Yeah. Is it to keep your junk warm?
No, so that you can't use your assault hands.
My deadly talent fingers hands.
Right, your jacket has handcuffs in there, so that when you leave your front doorway, it just locks your wrists in place, and you can't put your assault
It
hands
gets
out.
you ready for the day of sleep.
Imagine everybody just tripping and
Awesome.
no one being able to help each other out.
Well, they don't
No.
care about the tripping because, you know, let's face it. I mean,
We
your
have
chances are you're only going to be walking from your door to your keyless entry and keyless start self-driving vehicle.
well even if
You don't
even if
need your hands.
Even if you end up tripping,
Oh.
your self-driving vehicle can take you to the nearest state-run hospital.
No,
Yeah.
I mean it won't though because you had too many cheesesteaks that week and you're out of carbon credits to get to the hospital.
No, you see,
Uh.
this is how they enslave you in the future. You now have a future medical bill that you must pay for. So now mandatory overtime.
Yeah. Gotta pay into the health system you're never gonna use.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like insurance. Oh wait, that sounds like everything in our whole freaking lives.
Right.
Thanks,
And-
government.
right, and if you really think about it, every bit of that has been subsidized by the government.
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you,
all a
middle
Ponzi
class.
scheme.
Yay.
Thank you, middle class.
All a
You've
Ponzi
been
scheme.
funding all of this, and people like my mother have been voting for it.
I know. It's bad enough that
'Cause
like
my
since
mother
post-COVID,
is that extreme left wing liberal.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving must be so interesting at your house.
Well,
Oh God, it is. Oh
Thanks-
God,
thanks,
it
COVID.
usually ends with me being asked to leave.
when the COVID started,
we're
like
gonna have to ask you to get the fuck out of our house.
I could go to the grocery store and get like a whole cart.
You're speaking too much logic. You're not allowed
yeah,
here.
it
250
starts
bucks.
off with the you're making me feel bad about myself here.
Next year, you
Sounds
just
like
need to do
you
it at your
problem.
house.
And I
That
have
sounds like
the one,
a you problem.
the 1 year I bit my tongue. The very
Okay.
next year, I'm like, so I'm getting through to you.
So next year, you just need to do it at your house, so that way, whenever they start talking nonsense, like you do it right before dinner and kick them all out, so no one gets to eat it. And then you just like
Have
get
them
out,
all help me.
and then,
Have them all help me make dinner and then
Yep.
boot them.
and then kick them all out. Like,
Oh, good.
There's
yeah.
the door.
My mother,
Out.
my mother is a
Just
liberal.
Just point at the door.
My
just-
mother is a liberal, and her husband is a communist.
Oh
Nice.
Lord.
Oh yeah, he's a
Oh.
he's a Cuban communist.
Hold on. He left Cuba
What a-
and he
No,
wants
what
to
a
bring
household
his
His
that is.
family, no, his family left. He was born here.
Yeah.
Blows my
He had-
fucking
he had no choice.
mind.
What?
And you want to know what he calls it? He's like, well, we need more social programs, and I'm like, socialism is communism's little brother.
Yeah.
He's like, no, they're not the same.
It's the step
And I'm
before
like,
communism.
you know that everything that your grandparents
definitely
left
different.
Cuba for, you're asking for it to be put here. Why?
It's kind of
Who's
like
gonna
a
pay
yellow
for all of
potato and a
this?
red potato.
And I'm like,
They're both
who's
potatoes.
right? I'm like, who's gonna pay for all
I
this
don't say.
socialism that you speak of? He's like, the rich. Well, once you've taxed the rich and they're no longer rich, who's gonna pay for all these social programs that everybody now needs? And it was silence.
Me.
And I'm like, yeah, you're
And
basically
you,
gonna
and
have to
you,
start
and
taxing the
you.
smallest denomination because everybody's rich at that point, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, and I looked at him and I'm like, at that time, he was making more money than me. And I'm like, to me, you're rich. You should be paying for my health care then, right? He's like, no. I'm like, but you're rich compared to me. Socialism says that you pay them
That's
because
right.
you are more
You
endowed
pay.
than I am.
If you have 2 cows and I need some fucking cow, you give me one of your cows. That's how
Right.
it goes.
That's how socialism goes. We're
Yep.
spreading the wealth around. You
For the
have
greater
wealth, I
good.
don't.
What did they say?
You have 7 cars. I need one. You got to
Right.
give it to me for free.
Greater good. Greater good.
Right. It's like,
Greater good.
man, they you know, it's like I love those memes. You know, it shows a fat person like voting for communism, and it's like if they only knew.
Oh, no.
There's no such thing as fat people in communism.
Mm-mm.
That just means you had too much. You could be
Right?
put in jail for that or something. So you get skinny.
Or you are the ruling elite, and all the communism is coming in your direction, and
Yeah.
you're the one reaping the benefits.
Oh my god, yeah.
North Korea, anybody?
Yep.
I'm not saying, they
Hey, I
don't-
love North Korea. You know, we've shown the benefits of communism over the last 50 years.
Mhm.
If you look at North Korea and South Korea at night, you can see which one had more advancement. Clearly from space.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, North Korea, there's hardly any lights in the city. South Korea lit up like a Roman candle.
It's a metropolis.
Right? It's like, wow, where's all what,
It's so
what happened
pretty.
over here? This looks like capitalism.
Well,
and South Koreans are taller.
maybe they walk upright.
Right? With all that pride. Yeah, I think it's called pride.
That
Yeah.
or they're fed better because
Right, and they're
government's
able to-
not stealing all their food.
Right. Kim Jong-un grows faster than his civilization.
Oh, I'm so Ronry, guys. Ronry.
Double loop life just for you.
Yeah.
Parker Smith, is that the name of the movie? Leave the World Behind?
Yes.
Is the name?
I believe so,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
I believe so.
Yep.
But you know,
I think it's still on Netflix too.
Is it on Netflix? I don't have Netflix.
Mhm.
I got rid of it.
Good for you. There's a bunch of propaganda. I tell you what.
You what?
It's not
Just fire
propaganda.
up,
They're just woke.
fire up Cody,
Start shaking my
and
fist.
go get it.
We need that old man shaking fist meme right now. Like,
Cody is such trash now.
It is now. It's terrible.
It was amazing when it first came out, but now
Hmm.
nobody shares on the network.
Yeah, no one updates the repositories. No one
No,
like
nothing.
shares
What are you talking about?
anything.
what is this?
Like the Cody app
Cody
like
app
Fire
on
Sticks.
Fire Sticks.
Oh, yeah.
lets you watch everything that's ever been
Yeah,
created ever.
everything on everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they like that, like the moviestir.io. You can watch all the new movies.
Mhm.
It might be somebody sitting in the third row with a camcorder, but like you'll see it.
If the file says .cam, just move on.
Man, we used to live off of ham videos when we were overseas in Iraq.
Oh, I bet.
Freaking
bet.
DVDs from Haji. It was
Yeah.
like $5.
Yeah, it's him like shaking around in the theater, like
You see somebody stand up, walk across the screen.
That's right.
Oh, cam files.
Hey man, that's
So whenever
one
you're
thing I
going to
loved
Pirate
about
Bay and
the,
downloading torrents,
what
you
was
see
that
cam,
one
you're like, nope.
what was that one show? Mystery Science Theater 3000 back in
Yeah.
the day. You'd
Yeah.
always have the one person getting up, walking away.
Hey,
Like mid movie, you see him get up. You're like,
Yeah.
son of a.
It's like you know you're watching it from the theater.
Yeah,
Mm.
those are the good ones.
Those were like a huge morale booster when new DVDs would come in from theaters that we obviously couldn't watch.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Like
You
20
can
bucks, you
watch
can get
it
like
one
15
way or
movies.
another. Going down to the local flea market and buying bootleg DVDs.
Down to the 5 and dime.
Dude, I still have some of the bootleg
The content swap.
DVDs from back when I was deployed overseas.
Yeah.
I
Yeah?
found them in storage when I was clearing out the storage.
Mm.
I'm like, holy crap, there they are.
Yeah, I used to
Hey, I
be,
remember this movie.
I used to be
I know.
friends
Yeah.
way back in the day with some of the guys that were helping code for Bear Share.
Share
Bear
bear.
Share was the shit.
Bear share.
Oh, Bear Share.
Bear Share, Bear
Bear
Share.
Share.
Share bear.
Bear Share.
Anybody who knows,
Bear.
if you know, you know, dude.
Pirate Bay. Share Bear. Demon Torrent. I don't know if anybody,
Oh,
you had to have
yeah.
special access to Demon Torrent.
Yeah.
You had to have access. You had to know somebody
Mhm.
who had available credits, and they weren't just like given willy nilly.
Yeah, I remember I had a friend of mine. They're like, "Man, I got this nasty virus on there," and I'm like, I come back over to his thing, and I'm like, "God damn, dude, this one's a nasty one. Nice." And I get up onto the forum and I
Good
asked
job.
I asked who's
Someone wasn't checking their file sizes.
I went and I went into the forum on my computer and asked who was the signature on that, and I'm like, and the person spoke up, and I was like, it's my friend's computer. What do I have to do to get this off of there?
Come on, man.
I'm like, what do you want?
I laughed. I'm sure you're laughing.
I know. I'm
He's
like,
not laughing.
all because he's like, I tried to do what you did. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, what did you try to do that I was doing? He's like, Share Bear. I went on there.
I downloaded something.
And I'm like,
I didn't double check file sizes or hashes or nothing. I just
right, I was like,
downloaded
I'm like,
it.
were you on an authentic Share Bear site? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, they change daily. You do know that, right? He's like, huh?
Oh yeah. It's fine.
What do you mean they change daily? I'm like, oh dear Lord.
He risked it for the biscuit.
Oh
He
my
didn't
God,
get the
he
biscuit.
he like logged into one that was like 8 months old on the address, and I'm like, oh.
Are you calling me from a cell phone? Prank call.
Dude, oh my God.
I don't know you.
Oh
I
my
don't want to
God.
be connected to your internet.
Like,
Don't
oh
call
my
me. Don't
God.
text me. Don't email me. Don't Zoom me. Don't.
Lose my number.
It's like, oh my God, dude. It's like people. And you know what? Those same people are in crypto.
Yes, they are.
They
Yes,
are.
they are. And they went all in and mortgaged.
Yeah,
their-
they did, dude.
They mortgaged their house.
Or
Cardano.
BitConnect.
Or big.
No, for Cardano.
Nah, being that old, like they were all in. What was it? Mount Gox.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mount Gox.
they lost their socks in Mount Gox.
They got Gox.
They lost their house. They lost their girlfriend's house.
Mm.
Those guys. Some of those guys got paid recently, and it was a fraction of nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then a lot of other people didn't get paid.
Sorry,
Yep.
you don't need to get that shit back, man. when they rug pull that stuff, like they're like, yeah, we're gonna try and get it back for you. I'm like, good luck. It ain't coming easy, and it definitely ain't coming cheap. So if you do get some, you probably have to pay it all just in fees to get it back.
Then get taxed on it too.
Yeah, and then Uncle Sam's taxable event.
Oh, you're getting something you didn't have before.
Hey, fuck
Man,
you.
they stole this from me. What do you mean? I don't care.
But it changed hands back
Pay up.
from the thief to you, so that's a taxable event.
Pay up a second time. I don't care.
If you look up regulation 34B 69437 down at the bottom, column J, it severely states here that you get screwed.
Clearly states
Yeah.
You get screwed
that
today.
you fucked up. We'll do you
got to
like
be
we did
very,
Kraken.
very
We'll ask for
careful.
money twice.
You have to be very careful where you get your stuff from.
That's right. It's just like using
Or the judge will come down for you.
like using an older Windows. It's like using Windows XP.
It's fucking vodka, man.
You know, it's not supported anymore. You can still use it. I don't know if I'd take an adventure and take one of those online, but damn, it's fucking vodka, man.
I couldn't imagine using XP right now and then getting on and just immediately getting wrecked.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you could.
Why is there a lighter with it?
It's
It's
Is
a whole
it's not
pack.
it's
man.
not actually vodka. That's,
yeah, no,
There's
it's
vodka
full
in the
of
bottle.
vodka.
Oh,
There's vodka in the bottle.
yeah. You gotta finish the vodka.
Yeah, you
you
finish
gotta
the
finish
vodka.
the vodka first, and then you turn it into a water bottle.
Yeah. Then you
Yeah.
cut,
Okay,
the
got it.
hole with the diamond bit.
Yeah, they give you like a glass cutter and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eh,
that's
Oh,
pretty
Cheech
sweet.
and Chong.
that is quite the kit right there.
Yeah,
Heck
yeah.
You should
I
leave it
know
at that.
y'all are jealous. You want one?
That's
$1,200
pretty-
bucks.
that's pretty cool,
I'll sell
man.
this one to you for $1,200 right now.
1,200
Guys, if you
bucks.
can find them, they're only 300.
Only 300.
They're limited. You had to pre-order it. I don't think you can pre-order them now.
Damn, because I was thinking about it because I saw the pre-order release. I was like, damn, that looks pretty sweet.
If you can pre-order it, it is until the end of the year.
And it's gone.
Yeah, tomorrow it's gone.
Like a GPU,
Well, they only made
Release.
what 3,000.
it's gone.
I'd have to relook it up and see
I think it was like
what their how big of a run they were doing. But yeah, I know it was limited quantity.
I think it was under 10. It was like 3,000 to 6,000 or something. I think.
Yeah, let Tommy Chong pass away, man. That thing will be like $2,000.
That's right. Skyrocket. Skyrocket.
10 grand. Collector's edition.
Right? That's called the long term.
Get it signed. Get it signed before he dies. 50 grand.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you see, I've got something that ties in with this even nicer, and it is signed by him and his wife, by Tommy Chong and his wife. He had just gotten out of jail whenever he got in trouble for selling bongs. His message to the world was, you can sell a bong, but don't call it a bong and don't put your name on it. Because he got in trouble for selling Chong's bong. That's what he went to jail for.
And now it's not that big of a deal anymore.
It
No,
never was.
they're legalizing drugs so that the world is so numb from the brain down they don't realize the elite, the ruling elites are sitting there fucking them.
Yeah.
You can still pre-order it. That's the thing.
Well, good old Virginia used to be red, red, red every day. It's flipped bluer faster than shit, and we're gonna have weed legal January 1st. They're gonna have dispensaries here. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I was like, Virginia. I was always like, Virginia's a fucking commonwealth. It'll be the last state to legalize that shit. Nope. Not if you go blue. If you go blue, it's like drugs for everybody. Woohoo!
Drug them up so they can't complain.
It's like Dem said, you just gotta dope them up good enough that where everybody stops
right.
complaining.
Yep.
right.
Yep.
All the illegal stuff in the stores has pesticides in it, and it's gonna slowly kill you faster.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I
know.
mean?
I love eating pesticides, dude. It's my favorite.
My favorite.
Pesticides, aluminums, mercuries.
It just doesn't taste the same without it. You know what I mean?
Dude, it doesn't. It's like I'm missing some
So
chemicals.
it just doesn't hit. Yeah.
I mean, I had some like really good steak the other day from like an actual butcher, and I was like, wonder what I've been eating all this time. I was like, what do you mean?
Dude, that video you sent me of the
neon
steak
red?
that was moving, what the fuck was that? This is 3D printed steak, guys.
I heard the neon red. They get the neon red steak in the grocery store. They get it that way because they gas it. I heard they like nitrous bomb that shit, or I don't remember what kind of gas they use, but like that's why it turns that red color. Because people won't buy it unless it's red. But if you get regular ground beef from like a butcher and let that shit sit for like 2 days, it's just brown. Like that's normal. The shit that's been sitting in the case at the grocery store for 3 weeks that's still bright pink. That shit is gassed. Don't eat that shit. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a bad
My
time.
daughter was sharing a story like that moving steak. That's muscle memory. You know, it's just like the the guy that got his head chopped off and they told him to blink. You know, and it's like two different stories. One I've heard about, and he blinked for like 15 seconds. You know, after he had his head chopped off.
It's not because they told him to blink. Like
No. So it was like like I forget who the hell it was, but think of somebody like Archimedes, and he had one of his students say, "Hey, they're chopping my head off. I have a theory that once the head's chopped off, they're still alive. So let's find out. I'm gonna blink as long as I can, just count until I stop." And it was like 15 seconds or some shit like that he kept on blinking. But yeah, the whole steak thing, and I'm like, I don't think that was real.
There's actively a company, not in this country obviously, but they take like human skin, like a really thin piece of it, and they dump it in this bath, right, with like 3 or 4 pieces staggered out, and they juice it with like some kind of reaction, and it grows a giant tube steak meat log in there.
Well, that's not skin. That's like a thin sliver of actual like muscle,
like flesh. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So not skin, but yeah.
But yeah, and they staggered it.
Disgusting.
It is.
But here, guys, check it out. The only thing that grows that fucking fast even in a nutrient-rich environment is fucking cancer.
Big ass cancer logs.
Yeah, it's a fucking cancer log.
We're gonna solve the hunger problem.
But the thing is that they
themselves.
did it with human tissue.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, because we know more about human tissue than any other tissue. Have you had a human meat steak? Well, yeah, I eat it all the time.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No.
I think if I ate something and you told me after the fact you fed me human, I'd probably like kill you. Honestly.
I'd probably up Chuck right there in front of all of your dining people in your restaurant and then sue your ass.
Could you imagine, dude?
So gross.
Like, what
Imagine
if
how many people have eaten cat and dog and didn't even know it.
Well, how many people have eaten human animals?
I mean, how many times has somebody lost a thumb and they just kept it in the vat?
That's right. Like
and there's like a whole list of things that people don't realize how much they consume of each year, whether they want it or not.
Oh yeah,
Like,
even spiders, especially
like-
when they crawl right in your mouth.
Like, if you're
Spiders,
sleeping at night.
spider eggs.
if you're a cereal eater too, you know that's like rat droppings all day long.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a designated allowance of amount of turd in your cereal.
So gross. So gross. Well, you know, they'll just tell you it's not toxic. Or they'll be like, mealworms are safe for human consumption. I'm like, no, they're not. I don't think so, bro. I don't want your
Well, they were
cricket-
trying to say the cicadias are like are edible.
Hold on, cicadas, cicadas.
Cicadas, whatever.
Yeah.
They're trying to say that it was like edible, and then they stopped talking about it when a researcher came out and was like, actually, it's kind of toxic for you to eat it in large
Humans,
amounts.
No, like humans aren't supposed to eat bugs, dude.
No,
Like, we don't
you
have
definitely are not
inside
supposed to eat
enzymes
bugs.
to break up any of that bug crap.
The shells are actually very bad for you.
Yeah.
You know, but fun fact, you can actually look up like certain waxes. All right, there's a certain wax that's actually made from the shells, the exoskeleton of cockroaches. they'll filter out all the crumply bits, but the oils and the waxes, you'll see like a paraben or something, and they'll use it to coat your fruits, like your apples, to make them shiny.
Yeah,
It's cockroach wax.
That appeal. Guess who owns appeal? Our buddy Gates is like shining out, Lane. He loves us so much. He wants us to consume the shit on a daily basis.
Yep. You'll eat the bugs and be happy.
Yeah, man. One way or another.
One way or another, they're gonna get you. Get you. One
I mean,
way.
you're gonna put wax on my fruit. That's okay, kind of, I guess, as long as it's done growing and it's just sitting on the shelf. Because then I can take it home and wash it.
And then you realize that your shredded cheese is coated in that same wax.
Ugh. Shred your own cheese.
All shredded cheese. If it's store-bought shredded cheese, how do you think it's not just a big old clump of fucking cheese? Think about the last time you sat there and you shredded up cheese manually, how much of a clump it was.
Yep. Shred it on your own. Because it's actual cheese.
Right?
It's like taking a lighter to the
bugs
craft
and you'll be
singles.
happy.
You ever take a lighter to those craft singles? Like they do in that one commercial?
Oh, it burns.
Yeah, it turns like black and it smells like freaking plastic.
Oh god, yeah.
It's like, that's not cheese. What the fuck is that?
And then there's people who go that they're like, I love Velveeta cheese, and I'm like, hey, can you show me the Velveeta cheese box? And they're like, yeah, and I'm like, see, imitation cheese. This is not cheese. It is a cheese
product. Cheese product is a good one too. Yeah.
Like, even Velveeta knows that this is only cheese in name.
They do a lot of stuff with the language that we know to like.
I know. It's the language is funny. Words.
Yeah, be like, I didn't mean it that way.
Well,
Like,
if you see the exact words that I used, yeah, I never said that. Like, get the fuck out of here. We know what you implied, but I didn't say that, and you cannot tell me what I did or did not imply.
Did or did not. Try not. Oh shit, man.
Oh shit, he's back. He's back. Stop talking about him.
Okay. Shh.
Ladies and gentlemen, DCA Adventures rated F for fucking awesome.
Oh.
Now, wasn't that
Yeah, it
worth
is.
it? Hadn't done one of those all night. And
I know,
we were an hour and a half into it.
We were just talking about that, man. Like, man, he just doesn't want to do an FA, man. I'm just saying. Nobody in the chat dropped enough FAs to remind us. There were so little FAs.
Oh, they're coming in.
You know, it's still holiday. It's still holiday. We got Sadie here. I think Sadie's
I know.
actually the only one watching right now. Somebody prove me wrong. Drop an FA in the chat. Prove me wrong.
Right, we need to see who's actively like here. I know three of them are people on stream, so that means there's only 2 people watching then.
No, the number just dropped from 5 to 4.
Oh, we just scared one off. We put the pressure on
Someone
that person.
said, I refuse to acknowledge that I am here.
Right, I am
Like,
not
I'm not dropping an FA.
No, I'm out of here.
How
Bye.
dare you? How dare you make me?
I hope they smashed the Lizzie like button.
How
before
dare
they
you
left.
make me work?
I mean, it's cool if they smash the dislike button too. Like, it's still engagement.
Yeah, it's not like you can tell how many dislikes you get anymore. We can thank the current administration for that because they got the most dislikes so far that it was like embarrassing, so they had to take them off.
I know. It's so sad.
Yeah, we
the
shouldn't
current
see any
administration, when they
dislikes.
were,
Just
campaigning, their
little me.
videos were disliked so badly. They said, "Hey, YouTube, you need to fix this because the Democratic Party's looking horrible
Yeah,
right now."
when the dislikes are starting to look
Just
like
little me.
so you're like, oh, we got 200.
What up, Sadie?
We got 200 likes and 33,000 dislikes. This is
Well,
good.
we have 25,000 likes. Yeah, that's not a problem. There's 275,000 dislikes.
Yeah, so what's the problem?
I don't know. I say we say goodbye to the Clown World broadcast for this evening. It's about that time.
I think so.
It's
No,
about
I
that
have that work shit to do tomorrow.
I got work too. I picked up some
Damn.
OT.
See, I'm not even OT, man.
I'm at work currently.
It's been a slow fucking week.
Same.
And like I'm hoping if I'll be happy if I can crack 40 hours.
I feel your pain, man.
Oh,
At the end when I quit hanging out my tools back then, it was like shit, like 20, 25 hours a week, and I'm like, I can't survive on this shit no matter how much money you pay me.
right. Yeah. I mean, I should definitely have at least 32, but as it stands right now, I'm hoping that tomorrow's busy. Today was a little bit. But I brought my Steam Deck into work, and I was gaming a lot today, and everybody was jealous because I was the only one that was being entertained.
Oh man, sometimes in the
I
wintertime,
want to do it.
we used to do weird fucking games like throwing wrenches and like playing cards and I mean, you can come up with some creative shit when
Can't
you're
dodge
broke.
his wrench.
Not making any money.
Dodgeable.
First one to say "ow" doesn't get a car.
Or what's that?
Right.
Shoot. There've been days and man, maybe even a week. Even at a dealership, it's like a ghost town.
Oh, I had to get out of the dealership whenever it went from, well, I can't get into work today, man. The line's cutting out down the street. I'm like driving around to everybody. They're all beeping at me, giving me the finger. And I'm like, I work here. If I don't fucking do this, you ain't getting your car done.
That's right.
You
Cut
come
the
into
line.
work,
I work here. Kiss my ass.
right? And then you come in, and one car rolled into the service lane. One car. There was 15 technicians. One car.
That car never got finished so fast in its life.
Oh yeah. And never seen that many people looking at it at the same time. I bet you there was more eyeballs on that car than there was when it was being manufactured in the assembly plant.
Well, considering it's all made out of robots, yeah, sure. But
It still has eyeballs. I guarantee you we had more on there than they
yeah, supervising the machines.
Robot eyeballs. Robot balls.
Whoa. Preferably not.
No?
So what is happening tomorrow, Mikkel?
Oh,
Well,
lots of
you
stuff
know,
and things.
Good morning.
Stuff, things, Good Morning Miners, me on my channel at 9 o'clock in the morning. That is cool standard time. All right. And then after, of course, I go live at 9. we have our boy Vega who goes live at 10, and he will be going live right after that for caffeine and crypto. So
Serpent?
following up him, yep. So following up Serpent, we got Mr. Red Panda Mining, of course. Continuing it on, he'll be live around 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. And after that is usually Rabbit, as usually the final like wrapping up of
Morning miner wrap up.
the morning or the morning miner wrap
Morning
up,
after
basically.
Depending on how I
Well,
feel
usually-
after I get off of work, I might go live at about 4 or 5 ish on crypto
There
and
you
hot
go.
rods.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like last weekend I was wanting to do a build so that I could bring a computer to work,
Right on.
and I'm like going through all my parts, and I'm like, damn it, I don't know what I did with the 4-way splitter.
Oh, for the
Uh-oh.
the PCI Express lane.
Yeah, I had 2 of them. I don't know where either one of them are.
Huh.
You gotta
Uh-oh.
have
I'm
a
like, what
spot
the
for your
fuck?
tech gear, man.
So I've like been through a
Uh-uh.
lot of the things, and I'm like, I don't see it. If it's anywhere,
I don't ever remember seeing him either.
because they were they were in one of the thicker cases that I had. That you had to pull all the GPUs out of. It was like the 6600 rig or something like that. That one had a 4-way splitter on there. But
Probably put back in one of the tubs. What I would have done with it, with all like the extra access wirings and stuff. That's what I would have done with it anyway.
I'm not sure what I would have done with it when I got here. though.
He's like, well, yeah. Once that happened,
That's
I
not
don't
what-
know at that
It would
point.
just
See, like, because like, and I don't remember seeing it specifically whenever I got here either. And I knew I had one more here, and I misplaced that one because I've like done
He's like,
some
yeah,
re-
I had a
I've
spare,
done
of a
some
spare. It's gone
rearranging.
too.
Yeah, the spare's gone, so I had to order up a new one. Thank God they're cheap.
Oh no.
So
yeah, they're not that bad.
yeah,
too
they're like $10.
They're not
Yeah, so
Stupid
whatever.
cheap. That's a
Yeah, and
bummer.
so that'll be here, but I can still do the rest of the build because I'm taking a server case. I'm going to be putting Noctua fans in there so it doesn't sound like a server on top of my toolbox. This way, it doesn't sound like
yeah,
I'm
those
mining. It
fucking-
doesn't sound like I'm mining at all
No
times.
Delta
up there.
fans going. Wah. What is
Yeah.
that loud box over there?
Damn, you
Be
run
like,
a hair
right? It's
You
considering
brought
that,
a heater to work?
considering that I'm planning on stuffing a 1600 watt power supply and 1080 Ti's are going to work with me.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Put them to work.
Oh, you know it, bro. You fucking know it.
They're coming out of retirement.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. On
Well, you
that, some
can-
of
well,
that,
you
some of that free power,
You can throw that power bill out the window, man. It changes a whole lot of shit.
and I've influenced 2 people at work. The one guy, he's like, "Huh, I just got a new graphics card." I was sitting there spitting. He's got the 7800, and I'm like
Nice.
that thing throws down. I mean, you wouldn't be losing any money if it was making money. He's like,
That's
Huh.
right.
He's like, when I finally get it in, he's like, you're gonna have to show me how to do that.
And
we got-
it begins.
We got a new miner coming on board with a single GPU, so he's not wrecking the market, guys. It's only one GPU.
Not stealing all the GPUs.
Right? No. He's only gonna get due to one. And I know that the other master technician is also going, huh? You're bringing GPUs to work? I'm like, yeah. He's like, how many? I'm like, as much as a 1600 watt power supply can handle. He's like, you're gonna do that here? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I want to do that.
I want to do that here too.
He's
And your work is like, go for it.
An option?
He's like, how do you do that?
We can do that. What do you mean?
Well,
I can print my own money? What?
He's already the master tech. The other guy is already a Dogecoin holder.
Oh, gotta
Aw.
go to Doge.
He bought Doge
Or-
whenever, Papa Elon was talking about it, So he got in at 35
At the
cents.
height.
He got in at 35 cents.
That's not bad.
It's nowhere near 35 cents.
We're
It's like 2
10,
pennies.
like
It's like 2 cents.
Doge
He's
took-
still hodling. He's got diamond hands.
Yeah, I know,
He's gonna
right?
have
it's
to.
nice. It's currently, I was like, it's like 10
Like
cents.
when our
It's
poor
like
man Jay
that.
got upside down on that LTC that one time.
Yeah, we're just around 9 cents right now. I was
Okay.
like, I thought we were at 10 cents. And I was like, 2 cents? I don't know, man. That's pretty low.
I saw it go down
2
to 2
cents.
cents.
We're buying.
Hey man, I'm still mining, so I'm not buying.
No.
I'll take them free ass fucking dojis.
Yeah.
You're doing the Litecoin dual mining, right?
Yep, that's the only way you do it.
Yeah, facts.
It do be facts.
mine Litecoin, get Dogecoin free.
Isn't there
Yep.
like a 3-way coin you can do that with?
Not for like one.
Not in a script algorithm. Nothing that's like worth it. Going lower than Dogecoin or a higher difficulty than Dogecoin. You can.
I
do
think
that
you can
with
do merge on
Bitcoin.
bells, but it's not like
Not worth it. Then you got Bitcoin that you can get 5 other coins with it while you're mining Bitcoin.
Oh,
yep.
Ooh,
wow. That's crazy.
interesting.
Why do you think Nice Hash can offer what they do to the Bitcoin miners?
Yep. So F2 pool does as well.
Yep.
They offer all of the merge mine coins. Name coin, feather coin.
Oh
Things like
god,
that.
I'd have to look up all the coins that I get.
I know those two for sure. It's name coin, feather coin,
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Do you hold any of those and wait for a good sell
No,
point? Or
they
you just sell
usually
daily?
get automatically. They usually get automatically converted into Bitcoin.
Yeah, before it hits
Okay.
your wallet, right?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, that's the goodness. Be like, I don't care what you mine, just give me this amount of worth in this one.
Pretty much.
There you go. All right. Well, what's happening next after Saturday? We have Sunday, New Year's Eve Patreon.
Yep.
So we got to do something special for that.
Yeah,
More than
I'm
just,
gonna have to I'll be hopping on from away. We'll be at a party. But
oh yeah,
I'll hop on. Yeah.
party time, excellent.
Party time.
I was thinking, more than just, the regular, right there in the Discord chat, like, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
Having
see.
an idea. We'll figure it
See
out.
what's up. We'll see what's up. What's up?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we will. Are you sure? Are you positive?
Maybe not. Most likely.
According to Batty, only fools
We're
are
being more
positive.
vague. I think so.
It's probable that it's possible.
That's right.
It's possible that it's probable.
That's right.
It's also right.
Right. Right.
These
Is
do be facts.
right. Is facts.
I think it's time for us to get out of here, man. We're just the energies just
Yeah.
went okay.
we
We've
just, like,
already signed off.
we
We've
just
already
signed-
said what we're doing.
We
When you
just
come
We
say
back.
gotta go. We gotta go to sleep.
Words.
Tired.
I think it's time to just say
Words. Ramble.
words.
Rabble. Rabble.
Rabble, rabble.
Buy Bitcoin. Buy at a cost.
You know what? You know what? Since Sadie's the only one
Yeah.
here, Sadie, this one's for you. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Stay rated F, because you're fucking awesome. Love you, Sadie. You're awesome. Everybody that's been supporting us for the past few years, you guys are all awesome. So,
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's time to sign off.
Is
All
it?
right.
Are you sure?
It could be.
I think so.
All
I mean,
right.
we could stay on, but I mean, who's gonna fall asleep on stream first?
Me?
I haven't slept in 2 days.
You.
I think Chris might fall asleep first.
Right. So with that being said, thank you everybody for being here. If you could, please smash that Lizzie like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. You guys know what to do. Thank you all for being here. You all are fucking awesome. And with that being said, peace out, stay savage, and we'll see you on the next one. Yo.
Out, I guess.
Peace out.
Yeah.